You think you've watched Jingle all the way enough times to remember every detail. The truth is, behind the chaos in toy stores, Arnold Schwarzenegger's hilarious chase sequences, and the iconic Turbo Man suit, this film hides countless subtle details most of us never even noticed. From sharp social satire and untold behind-the-scenes moments to emotional layers too deep to catch on a first viewing, Jingle All the Way is far from the simple holiday comedy you thought it was. And once you revisit the movie through these hidden angles, you'll realize it's not just a frantic hunt for a Christmas toy, but a heartfelt reminder about family, consumer culture, and the invisible pressures of modern life. Here are 10 things you missed when watching Jingle All the Way, 1990. 1. The film is a social mirror reflecting the chaotic reality of America in the 80s-90s. You may have laughed at the scenes of adults trampling each other to get a toy, but behind that humor lies an unsettling truth about American society during that era. The 80s and 90s were the peak of consumerism, when Christmas became a true commercial battleground. The most infamous event was the 1983 Cabbage Patch Kids craze, where crowds became so frantic that police intervention was required across multiple states. News outlets like ABC and CBS captured footage of adults fighting desperately in stores. Jingle All the Way drew directly from these real images, softening them with comedy, but preserving the critical tone. When Howard dives into the mob, audiences of that time immediately recognized it as a cuter version of the consumer frenzy that once swept across America. Younger viewers today may think it's exaggerated, but those who lived through that era know the film is referencing something painfully real, a society driven to madness by toys and marketing. 2. Turbo Man isn't just a toy in the film, he's a warning about the commercialization of superhero culture. Many people see Turbo Man as simply Arnold's version of a Power Ranger, but the character carries deeper symbolism. Turbo Man was designed as a critique of how toy companies collaborated with Hollywood to create superheroes not for storytelling, but for profit. The red and gold armor, the gadget-heavy design, the laser weapons, the jetpack, the collectible accessories, everything was built using a maximum profit formula. Turbo Man has no emotional depth, no meaningful lore, no moral complexity. Yet he becomes the must-have item for millions of kids in the movie. This reflects how consumer culture manufactures artificial desire, pushing parents into competition with one another. Ironically, when the film premiered, superhero culture had not yet exploded the way Marvel would later dominate. Looking back, Turbo Man feels like a prophecy that one day Hollywood would turn superheroes into a multi-billion-dollar industry, which became 100% true 2 decades later. 3. Sinbad didn't just improvise lines, he added social depth to the entire movie. Few people know that Sinbad's character Myron was not originally written with emotional weight or social commentary. The script framed Myron as a simple comedic antagonist, but Sinbad infused the character with the frustrations of America's working class. His monologues about job pressure, discrimination, dads being judged as not good enough, and the heartbreak of failing to buy a gift for his child all came from real experiences many people faced during that time. This improvised authenticity is why Myron feels like one of the most real supporting characters in any Christmas comedy. One particularly striking moment, Myron confessing he once wanted to be an engineer but ended up a mailman because life pushed him that way, wasn't in the script at all. Sinbad invented it on set. That's why, even though Myron sometimes goes overboard, audiences sympathize with him more than they resent him. 4. The chaotic toy store scene isn't just slapstick. It's a precise reenactment of collective trauma. The filming technique for the toy store chaos was inspired by war zone journalism. The director wanted a sense of genuine panic, so he used handheld cameras, fast panning, intentional shakiness, and even instructed extras to bump into the camera crew. Modern viewers might see the scene as cartoonish, but people from that era remember it as a disturbing reality. Adults did fight violently for toys they believed would make their children happy. The film highlights a painful irony. Christmas is supposed to be a season of love, yet modern society turned it into a season of consumer violence. This contradiction is the heart of the film's message, though many viewers miss it because they're too busy laughing. Black market prices skyrocket, and suddenly, every child needs the toy. The movie also mocks how advertising transforms a simple product into a symbol of a perfect childhood. Howard believes Jamie will be devastated without Turbo Man, but that belief was planted by commercials, not by Jamie himself. This reflects one of the most powerful weapons in marketing, making parents feel guilty for not keeping up with what society tells them children should have. The film identified this manipulation decades before social media ads and algorithm-driven marketing became the norm. 6. Arnold created the energy of a father fighting in desperation, a perspective almost no one notices because we're so used to seeing Arnold as a muscular action hero. Many viewers overlook how well he portrays vulnerability and helplessness in this film. Howard isn't a warrior, he's a panicked father. In every chase scene, Arnold's eyes carry a genuine fear that he's losing his son. What's special is that Arnold himself suggested that Howard shouldn't fight too well in the movie. He asked to be portrayed as a normal dad with no superpowers. This choice made Howard's journey far more believable, and it made the final scene, when Jamie realizes his father is the real Turbo Man, significantly more emotional and meaningful. 7. Ted, the most misunderstood character in the film, is a metaphor for toxic comparison between families. Instead of being just the annoying neighbor hitting on someone else's wife, Ted represents a type of person we often encounter in real life, someone who performs perfection. Ted bakes cookies, fixes the house, decorates the tree, and cares for his son flawlessly. But everything he does is a performance. He wants to be seen as the ideal father, yet fails miserably because he intrudes into other people's lives. Ted isn't disliked because he's evil, but because his perfection is fake, because of the rehearsed smile, the forced charm, and the way he makes other fathers feel inadequate. Howard fears Ted not only because Ted pays attention to his wife, but because Ted forces Howard to confront his own shortcomings, and that is the real pain the film subtly explores. 8. Turbo Man was designed as a maximum commercialization project, a product engineered to extract money. The designers created Turbo Man using a checklist optimized for toy sales. Eye-catching colors, glowing light-up features, push buttons, weapons, jetpacks, removable accessories, and even a rudimentary lore that could expand into future TV shows. Turbo Man wasn't created to tell a story. He was created to sell. Many viewers don't notice this. In the film, Turbo Man appears everywhere. TV commercials, posters, billboards, LED screens, fast food promotions, action figures, balloons, stage shows, and a full TV program. This illustrates how toy brands at the time dominated children's minds, convincing them that Turbo Man represented the pinnacle of childhood happiness. The film uses Turbo Man to mock the way commercialism invades culture, but because it's wrapped in comedy, most viewers never realize the critique beneath the surface. 9. The parade finale is a cinematic achievement and a rare moment of genuine emotional authenticity. The film's climax was shot during a real festival, surrounded by thousands of real people in real outdoor conditions. This created crowd reactions no CGI at the time could replicate. If you look closely, you can see real excitement on children's faces when Turbo Man appears. They aren't acting. They truly believed Turbo Man existed in that moment. The scene also carries deep symbolic meaning. Howard finally becomes a real hero in his son's eyes, not because of the toy, but because of his actions and sacrifices. The image of Howard standing proudly in front of thousands, seen as the real-life Turbo Man, is the emotional heartbeat of the entire film. 10. The hidden message. Turbo Man doesn't symbolize a gift, he symbolizes presence. Many viewers think the lesson is simply love matters more than gifts. That's true, but the film goes deeper. Turbo Man is a metaphor for a father's place in his child's world. Jamie wants Turbo Man not because of the toy itself, but because Turbo Man represents the hero he longs to see in his father. Howard doesn't understand this at first, believing the toy is the only way to make up for his absence. But when Howard puts on the suit, when Jamie sees that his own father is Turbo Man, Jamie realizes the real hero he needed had always been there, just too busy to notice. The film isn't just a critique of consumerism. It's a powerful reminder that children don't need the best toys. They need time, presence, and genuine love from their parents. What do you think about these facts? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.